I shared something special in common. Hey people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be talking about whom I loved most was my mother. My mother was a very hard-working woman. She was loving. My mother was a woman of prayer. I remembered growing up, my mother will wake up in the middle of the night and place her hands on all of us, her children. So there was a day she was doing it in the middle of the night, praying for us. So my sister held her hand. I was like, Mom, what are you doing? She said, I was only praying for you. And they laughed about it. It was a very big lesson to me. And now that I'm also a mother, so every day I usually pray for my children by laying hands on them and blessing them. My mother and I shared a very strong bond. At the end of this video, I'll put some memorable pictures that we took together, and you will see that we have a striking resemblance, and also we are very, 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 very close. When I was around 4, 5, 6 years old, whenever my mom wants to travel and she doesn't take me along, I will be sick for the time she will be away. Or if she was away for, let's say, 2 days, I will be sick for that 2 days until she comes back. And whenever I hear that, I would like to say this in Yoruba because I'm a Yoruba girl. Whenever I heard Eku Leo, which means hello people at home, I will quickly run to the door and embrace my mother and welcome her. It is until then that I will feel happy and okay again. My mother taught us the way of the Lord. Yes, I'm a Baptist member. So my mother ensured that all the Baptist trainings for younger children, they have Sunbeam, we have GA, Guest Auxiliary for the girls, and Royal Ambassadors for the boys. Then Leader Auxiliary starting from the age of, let's say from 17, 18, you are now a Leader Auxiliary, and you'll be in Leader Auxiliary till you get married. So my mother insisted that all our children are part of it. And personally, I love BSF, Baptist Student Fellowship, so I used to also attend. She infused, and whenever you say you are going to church, my mother is ever willing to release you. Not that she will say, okay, now that it is almost 5 minutes or 10 minutes to church time, it is then that she will now send you one errand that will take you like 1 hour. No, that's not my mother. My mother will allow you. She will even be the one to be checking the time for you. The program starts by 4 and you're still home by this time. Where start going, get ready. That's always been part of me. So I love fellowship together with believers and serving God together in a church. So wherever I am, if I can't locate a Baptist church, I will find a Bible believing church to fellowship. And I gained admission to the College of Health Technology. So I felt mixed feelings because I don't want to leave my mother, but there is no option. I have to leave. And whenever we have the break by Friday by 2 p.m., I will be home latest by 6, 7, 8. It's whatever it will take me. I shall make sure that I don't spend a day after the break without going home. One of the life lessons I have learned from my mother is to always say the truth. My mother will say the truth and let the devil be ashamed. Whenever you are talking to my mom, let's say an incident happened and you were asked to come and talk, my mother will say, narrate everything that happened. Very confident of us, she will say, I know my children. Oh, whenever my mom says, I know my children, it's used to give us the kind of like feeling that yes, we have someone that really, really knows us. My mother will say that if they said some children are fighting in the neighborhood, she won't even bother. If they say someone steals something, she won't even bother because she knows that her children can never be part of such. So she taught us to be well behaved. To always say the truth. Always say the truth. And people around me knows. Even I've inculcated the habits to the extent that if I'm narrating a story or something that happened to someone, if I added something to make it more presentable, the Spirit of God will be giving me, like, my conscience will be pricking me that thing is not part of the story. You just added it to make it more acceptable. It's not part of. I will have to rephrase whatever I've said. That sorry, it's not part of it. So that thing has been with me and will continue with me, and I also will like to inculcate it in my children to always say the truth, no matter what. Second lesson my mother taught us, out of the several lessons, is to celebrate your little wins. To be very joyous about any little achievements that, you see that, so this thing is good. She will always seek our opinion. This that I have done, what do you see to it? Mommy, this is very good, you have done well. Also taught us not to be covetous. There are scenarios where my mom will just keep money on the table along your path, where you are keeping your school bag, where in the kitchen. She knows the amount of money she has scattered all around. Yes, that's the word. She will scatter money all around the house, and she knows, okay, this place, maybe in the bedroom I put 5 naira, in the living room I put 2 naira coin, then I put 2 naira where one of the twins used to change her clothes, I put 10 naira for like a week. She will be checking it and be saying it. Later she now called us and don't you see all the money? We see it. Even at times we will see the money and we'll take it to her. Myself and my siblings will take it to her. Mommy, see money that we found. She will say, okay, thank you, my children. She will keep it. She's trying to teach us that we should not be covetous. You should not see another person's property, something that is not yours, and take it, or have, like in quotes, the love of money. As children growing up, you will like to buy goodies, like to buy sweets. So if you see the money, okay, this is free money, I don't think anybody owns it, and you just take the money and go and buy something. She taught us not to be covetous. Also, my mother was a very great teacher. By profession, she was a teacher. Being a teacher reflected on us, the children. If you collect report card and you didn't do well, you have to explain. She will say, Amy, like I will translate. She will say, Amy, the teacher, never. So she will ensure that we are doing well in our education. Also, home training. Oh God, home training. If you are a male or you are a female that does not know how to cook or do any house chores, you have to know how to do it and be independent on your own. Another aspect of the home training are days that my mother had visitors. So you open the door for the guest. Well, you welcome the person. I and my siblings are together with our mother in the living room before the visitor arrived. Mother would just give us eye contact like this. What are you sitting down there for? So she used to communicate to us through eye contact. She gave birth to a set of twins, and I am the child that followed the twin. So I am Idowu, a child that follows the twin. So, and to the glory of God, last year March, I also gave birth to a set of twins. So I will picture my babies on this channel, my twin and their elder brother and daddy and everyone. So stay tuned. So as I promised, at the end of this video, I will attach some memorable pictures of my mom and I hope you learned something about the person I loved most. It is expected that we pass it on to the next generation, and as God will help me and my siblings and other people around the world, He will help us to raise children that will impact the world positively. Video. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Like, comments. I would even like to know the person you loved most. You love most. Mine is loved because she's no more. May God rest her soul. You can share experiences growing up with your mother, father, the person you love most, and also ask questions. I will respond accordingly. Until I see you in my next video. Bye.
Ìyá ni wúrà iyebíye tí a kò lè fowó rà. Ó lóyún mi fóṣù mẹ́sàn-án.